That day was not like any other ordinary day. When a simple man in worn-out clothes walked into the city's most luxurious glass tower office building holding a broom, no one imagined that within a few weeks he would change the fate of that building, its powerful owner, and the biggest problem of his life. Even you watching this video might be thinking, what miracle can a janitor possibly perform? But stay till the end, and if you love stories that touch your heart, please like this video and subscribe to Kindly Tube, because this is not just a story, it is a story of patience, hope, and the unstoppable love of a father. Billionaire businessman Richard Hall was a name everyone in the city recognized. His companies ran with perfect discipline, his offices were spotless, and his decisions were sharp. But there was one place in his life where all his money, power, and planning completely failed him: his twin daughters, Lily and Laura. The 7-year-old girls were brilliant but emotionally fragile. Their mother had died in a tragic accident a year earlier, and since then, the twins had changed completely. They refused to trust anyone. One nanny after another quit. Tutors, caretakers, even child psychologists tried and failed. Some left crying, some resigned in frustration, and others said the same thing. These girls are impossible. Richard felt helpless. He could manage thousands of employees, but he was losing his own daughters. Every night he sat alone in his office, staring at the glowing city lights, wondering if all the wealth in the world still couldn't fix a broken home. Around that time, a new janitor joined the building. His name was Daniel. Quiet, polite, always smiling softly, but behind his calm eyes was a man who had also lost his wife and raised his young son alone. Life had been hard on him, but it had made him kind, not bitter. On his very first week, Daniel noticed something others didn't. Lily and Laura were not bad. They were lonely. They were not rude. They were afraid. Behind their tantrums was a silent cry. Please don't leave us. One afternoon, after yet another nanny stormed out, Daniel saw Lily sitting alone in the hallway drawing lines on the floor with her finger, tears in her eyes. He gently set his broom aside and said, "You know, my son used to draw lines like that whenever he felt sad." Lily looked up, surprised. No one had spoken to her so softly before. She didn't reply, but she stopped crying. The next day, Laura joined them. Soon, both girls began sitting near Daniel while he worked. He never scolded them. He never forced them to talk. He simply shared small stories about his son, his childhood, and how pain slowly turns into strength. For the first time, the twins opened their hearts. They cried about missing their mother, about their fears, about feeling abandoned. Daniel listened, really listened. And he told them something no one else had. Crying is not weakness. It's your heart asking for healing. Weeks passed and the impossible happened. Lily and Laura started smiling again. They went to school without tantrums. They slept peacefully at night. The mansion that once echoed with screams became quiet and warm again. Richard was shocked. One day he asked his daughters, "How did this change happen?" Lily smiled and replied, "Uncle Daniel understands us. He never leaves us." Richard's eyes filled with tears. He finally realized that while he had given his daughters everything money could buy, he had forgotten to give them the one thing they needed most: time, attention, and emotional safety. That same day, Richard promoted Daniel as the permanent guardian of his daughters and restructured his entire schedule to be present in their lives. Laughter returned to the mansion. The cold palace became a home again. This story reminds us that real wealth is not stored in bank accounts, it lives in hearts. Sometimes, the simplest person can do what even billions cannot. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Kindly Tube, and spread this message to every parent and every child who is searching for love, understanding, and hope.